It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege of interviewing the Milligan's head field flag football coach, Coach Ryan Witten. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on today.
Can you talk about how you knew that you want to get started in coaching in flag football?
My background's in tackle. My grandfather raised me and my brothers. He was a longtime teacher and coach here, head football coach here in the community where Milligan is located. My background is in tackle. And I ran for 13 years. I ran not only my brother's youth football camp, but I ran a training facility as well. My brother Sean went to Virginia Tech and took over the football program when my grandfather retired. And then my brother Jason played for the Dallas Cowboys for 18 years. Jason Witten tied in. So football's been a blessing to us, and we've always had our hand in it, whether it's coaching youth kids or high school kids. And so Milligan contacted me and was like, "Hey, would you be interested in coaching females in flag?" And so I did some research and saw how fast the game was growing. And, um, I didn't have to quit anything. I just added to my plate, and very lucky to partnership with Milligan. And now here we go on year number 2. So I tell people all the time, you never go into the world, with blinders on, never know what's going to happen. So you just, if someone would have said, "Hey, you're coaching women's flag football," I'd have told you was crazy. So, but here we are, we're ready to go. We played our first weekend of games, went 2-0. So we're excited for the season.
What was that experience like growing up with a brother in the NFL?
Oh, it's great. My brother, the one thing that my brother always did is he always he always made me a part of the team. So growing up, my grandfather was a Tom Landry fan, and when Jerry Jones bought the team, we kind of slid away there because when Jerry Jones let Tom Landry go. But fulfilling when Jason got drafted, his dream come true for our whole family. Just changed the generational. Obviously with finances, but just generationally, he changed the way that we live our lives. And my brother and got to go to all the games, Pro Bowl, silly little football. It's changed our lives. And but watching him on Monday Night Football playing the Jets or the Giants or the Commanders, and the helmet when he gets his not helmet knocked off in Philadelphia, and um, you know also the heartbreak, lost to Green Bay when Dez Bryant caught the ball, and Tony Romo's missed snap, and being so close, and knowing the work that he put in and not being able to go to the Super Bowl. I think it stings for the whole family. But what a career he had, and it was just unbelievable. Me and my brother, my whole family got to benefit from being doors open because he played for the Cowboys. Just the people we got to meet.
How is that like owning Witten's huddle?
Yeah, so yeah, it was great. That was kind of what we did. Like we started off into the camp, so we launched the largest nonprofit football camp in America. At one time, it had in 10 straight years over 1,000 kids per camp, and it was on one field. It was like Disney World, like little ants running around there, going crazy playing football. But so it kind of inspired me to kind of get ahead in East Tennessee of the private coaching. So we started off and just doing football stuff. And then the next thing you know, we were doing speed and agility, weight training, strength building, confidence building. We got into females, volleyball teams, basketball teams, soccer teams. And then we started traveling to North Carolina and down to Kentucky and places like that. So it was a dream to come true. Really, I've never had to work really a day of my life. I've really just got to turn my passion into my career. So all the athletes and parents who believed in me, who came and trained with us, and we always had our niche here in Elizabethton, but I wanted to do more. So by opening up that training facility allowed me to get to outreach more athletes outside of the area that we live in.
Going to Midland, what was that experience like as an assistant coach for flag football?
Yeah, so it was good. Like when I was on Witten Huddle, the lady that was in charge contacted me. They were struggling, and she was like, "Hey, would you be interested in helping me?" So I was just doing speed and agility, making them stronger, faster. And then they had a home game, and they're like, "Hey, would you come over and check our home game out?" I said, "Sure." So I came by and checked their home game out, and I just was hooked in. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm kind of an OCD when it comes to football anyway. So I asked her if I could call play, and she said, yeah. And then next thing you know, here I am head coach. So thing crazy. God's got a plan for all of us. And sometimes you just never know what's on the other side of that plan. So just got to trust in it, and I'm very thankful for Milligan for giving me the opportunity. They took a chance on me, and hopefully, they benefit from it as well. Great partnership.
What was that feeling like getting promoted to become the head coach?
It was pretty awesome. I thought, they would want to go with different direction, but with me being here locally, I think that helped build some excitement. They've seen what me and my family have done over the last since 1975, and then we moved here to this community. They've seen the product that we put on the field. They've seen the way we do things. We try to do it the right way. Everything's first class. So I think they were like, "Hey, let's give this guy a shot and see if he can emulate that here for Milligan." We're the same school colors, orange and black, so that always helps. I don't even have to change my wardrobe. So that's nice. But I just think there's built a lot of excitement built up just because of the things that we've done, the foundation that we've laid through our tackle teams, and obviously Jason playing in NFL, and now they just said, "Hey, let's see if he can do it with another challenge. Let's see if we can do it females and flag." So here we are. We got 24 athletes on our team, and some remarkable young ladies who are really committed to getting their education, graduating, and then here we are on the field just working our tails off to be the best we can be.
As a head flag football coach, what was that process like bringing in flag football to the university?
So the university had already had it for 2 seasons, but they launched it in 22. And then they had a 23 season, and then when I took over, we only had 8 players, so they allowed me to recruit, take a year off from playing. I went and recruited and brought in a big class, and then it was pretty remarkable how fast it goes. I coached tackle for 20 some years and never had anybody contact me. And then all of a sudden I coached flag for a minute and had like the Raiders and NFL and Carolina Panthers and the Titans and the Falcons all messaging me. So I'm like, hey, I've been doing this for a while. So it's pretty cool to see how the NFL's pushing flag, and, the get more eyes to the TV for them. They want to, forever, there was softball and baseball and women's basketball and men's basketball, swimming, vice versa. Football really didn't have that route. So now with women's flag, they do. So it just happened really fast. I just like being on a spaceship, just buckled up, and here we are. And so the first year went by really quick. I'm not sure they knew. I'm not sure any of us knew really what we were doing, but we pushed through and accomplished a lot, learned a lot about ourselves, and here we are sitting at year 2, ready to go.
How has that experience been like having the NFL reach out and help with flag football on the college level?
I just think it gives you more validity. I mean, NFL, they can push anything they want. Like they've done with the in the racism and the CTE and the rules changes, and I think they just really get behind these motives, and they really push them. And I think flag football is a great opportunity for females to learn the game. I mean, the game has taught me so much. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for the life lessons of football. How to get knocked down, you got to get back up, teamwork, accountability, dependability, all those things are what flag football teaches as well. And I mean, I think, now we can I think our country's built off of those things as well. Just I think now our females get an opportunity to experience it, if not even a better. Coaching females is they're very appreciative of things that you teach them. Now they give me that look every once in a while, like they want to slit my tires or slit my throat. But hey, it's okay. But yeah, we're learning to get to know each other, and I just think it's a great opportunity for the as it continues to grow, to know that you have the backing of the greatest sport organization there is, and that's the NFL.
Can you talk about, of course, the culture that you've started to build for the program?
Yeah, so we had eight on the team, and so two of them graduated last year, and so we had six returning this year from the original team, and a couple of them had never played flag football before. But here at Milligan, and we just want to really base off our first goal is to one graduate. Everyone comes here to get that degree, and so they can move up the career ladder. And then I think the relationships that you're gonna build off each other. Each athlete, I get to know them individually as I recruit them, and then once they commit and sign, we get to grow together, and then they know that I have to, even though I have a relationship with them individually, that I have a responsibility to the team, and so we've really adopted it as our team, and the more that our team grows, the less of a team it is at mine, so the percentage goes down, and if as you've seen this year in the college football playoff, Arizona State and those teams really took off. Boise, Penn State, they adopted, like, it's more of a, instead of a dictatorship, it's more of a leadership group that really takes it to the next level. So we're really building a family atmosphere. We want to talk about no band-aids, like say what you mean what you say. Don't sugarcoat it. Like if there's something on your mind you think you need to be better, then let's talk about it. We've done a really good job of creating a culture where everyone's welcome, that they're not envy of each other. Even though I'm out here recruiting, athletes who are going to come in and probably take their spot eventually, that they're not, jealous of that. They were opening arms, and I just think that goes a long way when you're trying to build something from scratch.
Who are some of the teams in your conference that you compete against?
We're currently an independent, but we, as more teams get closer to us, then we'll join a conference. But so we play Reinhardt University, which is in Georgia, Campbellsville, Kentucky, Life University in Marietta. We play Point University in West Point, Georgia. We've played some of the Florida teams. This year we're going to go a little bit north and play. So we try to set our schedule up where people come to us, and then we'll go to them as well. So. But we've had a great relationship with a few of those teams. Life University's really helped us out. We've played multiple times down there, and they're going to come here this year. Campbellsville has done the same. So, I think all the coaches in our profession here are trying to really grow the game the right way.
What is that home game atmosphere like when teams like Life comes to home versus going to Life to play?
Well, I think it's just an opportunity for our hometown to see our community, to see what our athletes have, how much they've improved. We want that football atmosphere. If you come to a game at Elizabethton on Friday night, you got fireworks and concessions and the band and the music and announcers, and it emulates Knoxville, Tennessee on a Saturday. And it's important for our community to see that. So same thing with our flag team. When you come to a home game, you're going to hear music, fans, concessions, announcer. I haven't got anybody to do the fireworks yet, but hopefully we can get some there. Hopefully the fireworks are on the field, scoring a lot of points. But we want it to be exciting. We want our student body there. We want our professors and our faculty and our staff to take a lot of pride in knowing that, hey, this is our team, the member of our community, our member athletes I have in class, students I have in class, and we just want to open it up. And then we also want it to be a positive outcome, outpouring approach for the youth of our community. Hey, look at me. If I put my mind to it, don't be afraid to try something new. There's a lot of kids in our community that may want to go play in the Olympics, may want to play flag football, and we just want to make sure that we show them that we emulate that. Hey, dreams do come true.
As a head coach, what does that recruitment process look like for flag football?
Yeah, it's a lot of media time. You're on Twitter and or X, I guess now, and social media a lot, and emails a lot of FaceTimes, and just because we don't have the recruiting budgets to get in person. But you know, you got to find the right students that fit your team. We're not out here offering everybody. We want to kind of keep it really simple to the people we offer. We want to be meaningful. We're looking for the right people for our team. So not necessarily the right positions. We're just looking for the right people, the right fit. We don't want to bring in anybody here that's going to be poison to our team, to kind of ruin our culture. We want to keep that culture as positively as possibly can. So recruiting is tough just because there's a lot of athletes who want to go to the next level. You just gotta be smart about who you're bringing in and making sure it's the right fit.
As a head coach, what is it like seeing those players putting on that Milligan flag football uniform?
Oh, that's the best part of the job is the just to see the smiles on the faces. The trials and tribulations, up and downs, the learning techniques of the game. It's similar to tackle concepts, but then there's flag has its own stuff going on. So as the game continues to grow, you're going to see more creativity with play calling and defenses and the special teams. But for me, that's my favorite part is when they put on that uniform and they represent our school and knowing that we've got athletes from all over the country. We're lucky. We got 24 athletes from 12 different states. So a lot of diversity: Alaska, Nevada, Philly, Florida, Mississippi, Georgia, Kentucky, North Carolina, Tennessee. So there's a lot of athletes from all over, and it's my job to kind of bring them together. But when we go out there and we compete together, that's my favorite part.
How is it like getting to see them putting on for the last time and going into coaching afterwards?
Yeah, that's tough, to see them put it on for the last time. But just like all of us, it ends for us all. The sporting world. I'd love to still be playing, but I don't think anybody wants me playing. So, uh, I think you got to know that when it's time to hang it up, that hey, there's no regrets. We talk about don't ever flinch. Don't ever pause. Just keep on going and don't ever be scared about the next chapter. So I'm excited about as our team continues to grow, to see them. Maybe 8, 9, 10, 12 years later down the road. I get an invitation to a wedding or hey, look at me, look at my new job, or hey, look at a childbirth or something like that. But it's just those are what I envision is just hey, the relationships as we move forward.
What will it feel like to see them going on to the Olympics competing for flag football?
Oh, I think that's huge. Even though like we play 7-on-7 and they're playing 5-on-5, I think it'll be. I just think that for the Olympics to pick it up, it just shows you how much one, the NFL impacted it, and then two, how much it's been played worldwide. We want to think like, oh, football's only played in America, but it's played everywhere. And I think it's too is an eye opener for the NFL and all the athletes who play it. That hey, look, there's a lot of eyeballs watching you, and so it's important that you're best every single day. So we have athletes on our team who want to play in the Olympics. So that's also a goal for them, keep them motivated. I mean, I'd love to see one of our athletes, win a gold medal. That'd be pretty awesome. But to see the teams that we compete against and those athletes get to play, I think to represent your country would be as we saw the dream team and all the athletes who do so, representing your country would be pretty high up on the list.
What are some of your future plans for the program moving forward?
Yeah, I just think we just got to keep going full steam ahead. I think we're on the right path. Our path may not be the right path for everybody else, but that's the path we're taking, and we just want to continue building on positivity and creating an atmosphere where everyone feels like they're getting better, where they feel like their voice is heard. We want to create an atmosphere where their confidence is continued being built up. Everybody gets mad when they make a mistake, but let's just wash it away, flush it, and move forward. But as we continue to move forward, we just want to compete at a high level, continue to bring in high level athletes. But at the end of the day, we want quality people, so we can build those relationships who represent us. And I want people that want to compete, not afraid if what happens when these Division Ones pick it up, not afraid to go and compete at Georgia or Alabama or in Florida when they pick it up. So future's bright. I hope Milligan will allow me to see it through. But we're full steam ahead every single day.
What advice would you give those incoming freshmen entering their first year of flag football?
Well, I would think the college landscape has changed. Used to it be an 18-year-old against a 22-year-old, but with the transfer portal, COVID years, things have changed. Now some of the teams are getting a fifth year. It's you got 24-year-old athletes. 23-year-old athletes. 22-year-old athletes. 23-year-old athletes. 24-year-old athletes. 22-year-old 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 athletes. 22- playing collegiate level sports now. So I would say get your body in as best shape as you possibly can. Just because, you know, you're going to go against, a bigger, faster, stronger body to get going. So I would just say, hey, if I had any advice, to just try to be in best shape of your life when you arrive on campus, and have an open mind. Don't be afraid to, if you've played one position all your life, don't be afraid to change over. My brother was the number one rated linebacker in the 2000, and he ended up playing 18 years and as a tight end. So that just goes to show you never know. So
What advice would you give those people looking to play for a national team for flag football?
yeah, I would just say just reach out to reach out. Just don't be afraid to reach out to the coaches through email or social media. Try to find them, and then come in for a visit. That's what we want to do. Is like they contact me or I contact them, and then we try to do a social media FaceTime, Zoom call. Try to put a face to a name, and then we try to get them on campus fast as we can, just so we can show them what we got. We're in the East Tennessee. We're right here kind of in the mountains here. Beautiful scenery. Today it's 62. Tonight it'll be 28. So it's a beautiful area. A lot of green trees, and we just want to show off what we got. Our beautiful campus, our beautiful stadium, what we got to offer, and then the athlete makes that decision for them. But we're always looking to add more to our team.
What advice would you give those coaches looking to build their own program and build their flag football in their universities?
I think that's exciting. I think every coach wants that challenge of building something from the scratch. I think that's something that everybody kind of wants to do deep down in there. And I would just say be patient. Sometimes when you feel like don't worry about the wins and losses as you get started. Success is determined by your standard, not anybody else's. And I just say just be patient. Don't ever feel like you're out there doing it by yourself, because we all feel that way. Sometimes we feel like the water's overflowing us, but at the end of the day, it's about the people, it's about the game, it's about the relationships that we build. It's about staying positive and getting this thing so everyone has an opportunity to succeed.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you out on social media along with the program app?
Yeah, so it's milligan.edu. So you can find us it's Milligan Flag on, I think, X, Twitter, and then it's Milligan Flag on on Instagram, and then Milligan.edu. We're located right between Johnson City, Tennessee, and Elizabethton, Tennessee. So right here, but we're about 30 minutes away from Bristol Motor Speedway. But it's a great little facility, great little area here, and anybody wants to get in contact with me, they can just get on there and call my. I'm the fastest way to me is person, get in person to person. Just contact me, message me, or call my phone number. So they can always reach out to me, and 423-707-5419. I ain't afraid to give it out, and they can contact me anytime.
Thank you again, Coach Ryan Witten, for your interview, and best of luck in your future at Milligan as the head flag football coach.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talker_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Coach Ryan Witten, for your interview, and best of luck in your future.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.